Do you ever feel like giving up? When things aren't going your way, and it just seems like there is too much to do or not enough time. Or maybe you just do. You won't have the right resources. We've all been in this situation before. It can be easy to want to quit when things get tough. But what if giving up wasn't an option? What if we were able to turn that negative thought into something positive and motivating instead? In today's video, we'll explore the idea of never giving up and how it can help us achieve our goals no matter how difficult they may seem. No. 1. When you really want something, you have to work hard to get it. This is the law of the universe. If you want to be successful, you have to put in the effort. There are no shortcuts, no easy ways around it. The only way to achieve something worthwhile is through hard work. And that means even when you feel like giving up, you have to push yourself to keep going. It won't be easy, but if you're willing to put in the work, then anything is possible. Don't be discouraged by the challenges ahead. Use them as motivation to keep moving forward towards your goal. Remember that every great achievement requires sacrifice and dedication. So if you really want something, then don't give up on it. No. 2. Giving up doesn't solve anything. It just makes things worse. When you give up, you're admitting defeat. You're saying that no matter how hard you try, you're not going to make it. And that kind of thinking is self-fulfilling. If you believe that you can't do it, then you won't. On the other hand, if you never give up, you're telling yourself that no matter how hard things get, you will prevail. And that kind of thinking is also self-fulfilling. So, when faced with a challenge, ask yourself whether giving up would make things better or worse. If it'll make things worse, then don't do it. Instead, focus on finding solutions to your problems and keep moving forward. Problems are just temporary setbacks on the road to success. They're not the end of the road. So, don't give up on yourself. Keep trying, and eventually, you'll reach your goal. No. 3. Giving up robs you of your power. When you give up, you're putting your future in the hands of others. You're letting them decide whether or not you succeed. But if you never give up, you're in control of your own destiny. You're the one who decides whether or not you succeed. So never give up. It's a powerful tool that can help you achieve your goals. It gives you the ability to take control of your life and shape it the way you want it to be. With this power comes responsibility. It's up to you to decide what you want out of life and go after it with everything you've got. So don't ever give up. You are in charge of your own happiness and success. No. 4. When you give up, you lose sight of your goals. You stop focusing on what you want to achieve and instead focus on the difficulties in front of you. This is a big mistake. If you really want something, then you need to keep your eyes on the prize. Don't let the obstacles distract you from what you're trying to accomplish. This doesn't mean ignoring the problems. It just means not letting them consume you. Stay focused on your goal and develop a plan to overcome the obstacles blocking your path. When you do this, you'll never have to worry about giving up because you'll always know what you need to do to keep moving forward. Remember that achieving your dreams is a marathon, not a sprint. So stay focused and keep going. No. 5. When you give up, you miss out on opportunities. When you quit, you're essentially closing the door on all the possibilities that could have come your way. You don't know what might have happened if you had just kept going, so never give up unless you're sure that you don't want anything more to come your way. Opportunities often come disguised as hard work. So when things get tough, don't quit. Instead, see it as an opportunity to learn and grow. Develop a positive mindset and look for the silver lining in every situation. This will help you become more resilient in the face of adversity and better equipped to seize opportunities when they arise. Remember that luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. So, never give up on your dreams. Keep trying, and eventually your hard work will pay off. No. 6. Giving up makes you regret it later. When you quit, you often look back and wonder what could have been. You start to doubt yourself and your abilities. And this can lead to feelings of regret and disappointment. This is especially true when you quit on something that you really wanted to do or something that was important to you. It is Hard to know when it is time to give up and when it is worth holding on to. But if you find yourself in this situation, remember that giving up now will only lead to regret later. So push through the tough times and keep going. Even if you don't succeed, at least you can look back and say that you gave it your best shot. Don't let yourself look back and wonder what could have been. No. 7. When you give up, you break people's hearts. This is especially true when you quit on something that you promised to someone else. When you make a promise, you create an expectation. And when you break that expectation, it can hurt people. It can also damage their trust in you. This is why it's important to think carefully before making promises. Once you've made a promise, however, you should stick to it, no matter how difficult it may be. Breaking your promises, whether to yourself or to others, can have a profound impact on your relationships and your reputation. So before you give up on something, ask yourself whether it's worth breaking the hearts of those around you. If the answer is no, then you shouldn't do it. Instead, find a way to make it work. Find a way to fulfill your promises, no matter how difficult it may be. Remember that keeping your word is a sign of strength and integrity. No. 8. When you give up, you betray yourself. When you quit, you're essentially betraying the person you want to be. You're giving up on your potential and settling for less than you deserve. This is a major mistake. When you quit, you're telling yourself that you're not capable of achieving your goals. And this belief can become self-fulfilling. If you believe that you can't do it, then you won't. Instead, believe in yourself and your ability to succeed. Push through the tough times and never give up on your dreams. Remember that everyone faces obstacles and setbacks, but it's up to you to decide how you respond to them. Choose to be resilient, choose to be determined, and never, ever quit on yourself. Betraying yourself is the worst thing you can do. It's the ultimate form of self-sabotage. When you betray yourself, you break the trust that you have in yourself. And once that trust is broken, it's very difficult to repair. You may never forgive yourself for what you've done. So never give up on yourself. Always believe in yourself and your ability to succeed. Never let yourself down. No. 9. When you give up, you forget about all the sacrifices that got you this far. When you quit, you're forgetting all the hard work and dedication that you've put in so far. You're forgetting all the sacrifices that you've made to get where you are today. This is a big mistake. When you give up, you're essentially throwing away all your previous efforts. You're erasing all the progress that you've made and starting over from scratch. Don't forget that every great achievement requires a lot of hard work and dedication. Don't forget all the hours you spent working towards your goals. Don't forget all the sacrifices you made along the way. When you quit, you're forgetting all of that. You're wiping it all away and starting over. So when things get tough and you want to give up, remember all the sacrifices you've made. Remember all the hard work you've put in. Let those memories motivate you to keep going. Number 10, never give up. When you give up, you're giving up on yourself. You're giving up on your dreams and your potential. But you were born with a purpose and a mission to fulfill. Giving up means you're giving up on that purpose and that mission. So never give up. Keep pushing forward. Keep striving for greatness. And never, ever quit on yourself. Life can be tough. And it's easy to want to give up when things get hard. But we have to remember that giving up is never an option. We can't give up on ourselves, our dreams, and our potential. As long as we have life, we have hope. And as long as we have hope, we can keep trying. We can keep pushing forward, and eventually we'll reach our goals. So never give up. Keep trying.